Welcome back to my channel. My name is Claire Garber. I'm a mindset and manifestation coach. And in today's video, we are talking about how your childhood conditioning is shaping your current reality and how to break free from this once and for all. So if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and do that now. Like this video so you see more just like it. Now let's get into it. Your conditioning as a child, which means your repeated emotional experiences, created your belief system. Your current belief system is the program running that is creating your lived experience. It's creating your reality. The invisible wall you keep hitting is not fate. It's just your programming. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to break free from this, to dissolve that old program, and to upgrade your system for good. So the origin of your childhood conditioning was a result of your early experiences. So the strong emotional imprints you experienced. For example, if you experienced your parents or caregivers fighting constantly, you may have learned and started to believe that love is drama. Men can't be trusted, women can't be trusted, the world isn't safe. If you heard that there's never enough, money is scarce, if you saw your parents stressing about money, you would have started to believe early on that money runs out, money goes, money isn't safe, there's never going to be enough, money is a struggle, life is a struggle. Whatever you experienced repeatedly, that became your conditioning, and this has become your framework for how you see the world. So this is why it can be very frustrating in relationships or in your bank account when no matter how much you do, no matter how hard you work, the bank account's always empty and the relationships always fail. This is not your fault. I want to express that. I want to emphasize that. It's not your fault. It's your conditioning. It's what you experienced. It's what you witnessed. It's what you felt as a young person before you had the cognitive ability to discern what was true and healthy and what was false and toxic. And now, as an adult, you're operating on old programming. And while you may be trying to grow and expand and evolve and create new experiences, it's impossible if your program is outdated. These messages that you received, not only from your immediate family, but from school, teachers, society, the media, whatever you were absorbing, whatever you were consuming is what you've been programmed by. All of this conditioning, all of this programming is your invisible program. It's running in the 95%, which is your subconscious mind. It's not conscious, which is why intelligence has nothing to do with your wealth or with your love life. It has everything to do with what you fundamentally believe you are worthy of and capable of and safe to experience and receive. Now, here's the most important thing to understand. Nothing will change until you change. Now, how do we shift? It doesn't matter how much you've read. It doesn't matter how many books are in your library. It doesn't matter how positively you think. The subconscious mind only changes through practice, through embodiment, through a change in your state of being, your emotional state. Here's the thing you need to understand about the subconscious mind. It doesn't change just by thinking positively, because thinking is not the same as believing. The only way the subconscious mind changes through repetition and embodiment. You have to teach your nervous system and your subconscious mind a new normal, because up until now, your normal has been distorted based on your early childhood experiences. And now you have to shift that internal state, your internal framework, so you can start perceiving the world in a different way, in a way that will yield you the results, also the reality that you actually desire and fundamentally deserve to experience. So a few tools that you can use. Number one, you have to become aware. You have to look at the areas of your life where you're not content or satisfied. If it's money, look at your bank account, look at your debt, look at it straight on. You have to look at it without looking away. And you have to ask yourself, what beliefs are you holding subconsciously that are creating this experience of lack in your bank account? And then go back to your early childhood experiences. What did you learn about money? What did you hear about money? What was the feeling in your home around money? Was it scarce? Was it abundant? Was it this thing that caused fights or struggle or pain? What is the early story? And here's the thing, this will change. You are not condemned to a life of scarcity just because you grew up in scarce environments. Look at your love life. Are you repeating patterns with the same types of partners? Unavailable partners, abusive or toxic partners? What you're attracting is directly correlated to what you experience as a young person around love and relationships and intimacy. So the more you can look at your life, your 3D reality, the workshop, where you experience the contrast between what you want and what you don't want, it takes courage to look. It takes courage to look because it's uncomfortable, because these are the areas where you're tender, right? If you're not experiencing the wealth, the money, the flow that you desire, or the love, or the success, or the peace and healing that you desire, it's only because you have a program running that is creating that experience. I know, because I have been there. So I know how frustrating it can be when you do all the healing work and all the affirming work and nothing changes. It's only staying the same because the subconscious belief and the nervous system has not been upgraded. Your nervous system still doesn't feel safe to receive what you desire. It's still operating off an old program. Your subconscious mind is still radiating an old belief. Not enough, not worthy, not possible, not capable. So the first thing you want to do is get awareness. Look at the areas of your life that scare you or make you feel uncomfortable. Sit down with a journal and start looking and writing down what you see and what you want to see. And then the work becomes bridging that gap by shifting the belief systems, by creating safety in your body, in your being. So how do we start to change our early childhood conditioning? It starts with awareness. It starts with looking at the areas of your life that trigger you, that you feel conflicted around or scared of. Like if you're scared of looking at your bank account, there's some wounding there. There's some old programming, some old beliefs that I guarantee you came from your childhood, from your early experiences. If your love life is triggering for you, if your love life causes you pain and you can't seem to understand why you keep attracting the same types of partners and the relationships keep failing, we have to look. If you keep starting a business and it doesn't grow, or you reach a plateau and can't seem to get beyond it, whatever area of your life you feel conflicted by, triggered by, unsatisfied with, all it means is that you have an outdated program running. The pain you feel is the difference between what's possible for you and what you're currently experiencing. So the pain you feel is a good thing. It's helping bring you back into alignment with your truth. And let me tell you right now, the truth of truths is that you are fundamentally worthy, you are fundamentally abundant, you are capable, and you are safe. Okay? So you have to accept those truths. So the first step is awareness. It's looking at the areas of your life you feel conflicted by and starting to create safety. So when you look at your bank account, it may create a heightened emotion, fear, anxiety, shame, guilt. Same with your relationships, same with your business or any other area you're working to heal. Staying in that feeling, not avoiding, not running away, not denying it, not repressing it, but just staying there. This takes courage. It takes courage to stay in the uncomfortable feeling, but I promise you, the more you do that, the more you teach your nervous system that you're safe, that the trauma is over, that the old experience you had is over. You're safe now. You're an adult. You can hold the uncomfortable feeling and you're ready to start telling a new story. And as you start to tell a new story, guess what happens? Your energy changes, your point of attraction changes, and you will start attracting into your field what is resonant with this new energy. So we need to gain awareness. We need to do the hard work of just looking and staying, without running, without avoiding, without escaping, but just stay. Do this every day. Take 10 minutes every day to be there, to look, and start journaling, start writing. What do you see? What stories are attached to your current experience? What did you learn about love? Was it dangerous? Was it corrupt? Was it drama? Was it painful? What did you learn about money? Money is scarce. Money goes. Money is struggle. What did you learn about success, about your potential, about what you're capable of? If you were told you were an idiot your whole life, or you were stupid, or you never amount to anything, well, guess who's not going to try to launch that business? Guess who's going to be terrified of being seen? So take some time every day to reverse engineer your current reality to the belief, to the story. Do this every day for at least 10 minutes. Give yourself this opportunity to start to create that safety. So step 1 is awareness. Step 2 is regulation. Now, you're going to feel an emotional charge when you start doing this because that's where your wounding is. That's where the trauma is. So it's totally normal that you would not want to do this work because it's going to be uncomfortable. So we want to regulate. The best way to regulate is through breath work. So I recommend a simple box breathing, which is inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6, hold the breath out for 6 or 5 or 4, and then inhale for 4. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6, hold the breath out for 5 seconds, and again. So box breathing, we can do it together right now. Let's do this. Place your hands on your heart, take a deep breath in, and exhale, let it go, and let's do a couple rounds of box breathing. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 5, hold the breath out for 4, inhale for 4, hold the breath for 4, exhale for 4, hold the breath out for 4, inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold the breath out for 4, and release. That's just a sample. When the feelings start to come, just do that breath work. Do this every day. Spend 10 minutes every day. Then you can get into more advanced breath work, like pranayama breath work, which is what I teach. But for now, if you're just beginning this process, do box breathing. You can do 5, 5, 5, 5, or 4, 4, 4, 4, whatever feels comfortable in your body, and just start to teach your nervous system that you're safe now. That whatever happened when you were a kid is no longer happening, and you're now ready to start telling a new story. So step 1, awareness. Step 2, regulate. Step 3, reprogramming. This is when we start to tell a new story. We start to upgrade the subconscious programming. This only happens through repetition, through embodiment, and through sustained feeling of a new emotion, which essentially is embodiment. So upgrading the subconscious programming, the best and most effective way that I have personally found in my life and what I've taught to my clients is EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique. Emotional freedom technique essentially is just that. It clears the strong emotional charge and releases the old story while reprogramming a new story. So EFT tapping is key. Breath work, again, affirming, but affirming from the energy of abundance, not lack. So EFT tapping, meditation, affirming, journaling, and starting to live from a new story. And the best way you can do this is when you start going out into the world and spending money, noticing the energy that comes up, the feeling, the emotion that is created when you go to spend money. If you feel scared or limited or whatever happens that has you wanting to contract, it's breathing and repeating as you're making a purchase. I'm safe to experience more. I'm safe to spend. Money out is money back multiplied. Money out is money back multiplied. And just starting to tell a new story in the moment. This is the most powerful upgrading work. Around your love life. When you get involved with somebody or even with your current relationship or partner, noticing the triggers. Are those triggers happening because of what's actually happening? Are they happening because you are seeing the world, seeing your partner through the frame of love isn't safe? My partner's going to hurt me. My partner's going to leave me, because the belief is projecting out, and you will project onto your partner based on your beliefs. Has nothing to do with them, because you're attracting your partner based on your beliefs, right? So if you're projecting onto them and you have the same fights every time, start to get curious about the story that's running in your subconscious mind that's creating that conflict, and route the experience to the belief, because your beliefs become your behaviors. So there's insecurities running, fears running, doubts running, suspicion running. You're going to manifest that experience based off the belief. So you want to get really curious when you start to feel that tension in your relationship. What's happening under the surface? And pause. This is hard. This is not easy work. This is not easy work. This takes a lot of mindfulness. This takes awareness. This takes commitment to growth and change. The next part is embodiment. Embodiment is being. Who are you living in a new story? Who are you safe in love? Who are you safe being seen? Who are you safe receiving more money and experiencing more money? Who are you in those experiences, moment to moment? Getting up in the morning, not in the old story, but getting up in the morning in your new empowered story. Instead of defaulting to scrolling or consuming content that is draining you, or engaging in conversations that drain you, or penny pinching to save money or cutting coupons, what would it feel like to live in abundance? What would it feel like to live in overflow? You want to start teaching your nervous system and your subconscious mind a new reality by simply living that way. That's it. By living that way. So let's recap. Step 1, awareness. You got to look at the stuff that scares you, my friend. Number 2, regulate your nervous system. Box breathing. As you look and you feel triggered, do box breathing for 10 minutes every day. I promise you will start to notice a shift. Next step, reprogramming. You want to reprogram those old beliefs through affirmation, felt from your higher timeline, your abundance. EFT tapping to rewire those old beliefs. Meditation, journaling. And the next step, embodiment. Embodiment is the living as your higher self, living as the version of you who's got a new belief system. They believe in their worth. They believe in their abundance. They believe in their potential. They believe in their capacity. They believe in their capabilities. They believe in their magic. They believe in themselves. And they believe they are worthy of a bigger experience of life. We're going to do a little practice together now. So I want you to sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, take a deep breath in. And I want you to recall one childhood belief that you feel you are still holding. It's okay if you feel uncomfortable. You're with me. We're safe. We got this. And just breathe. Your right hand is on your low belly and your left hand is on your heart. And just breathe with me. And you're going to say, that was then. I honor it. But I don't live there anymore. And let's affirm. I choose the belief that I am safe, worthy, and free to receive and expand now. Deep breath in, exhale, soften, and just stay here for a moment or two. Let this affirmation land. And now I want you to imagine you're taking one big step into a higher timeline. This was a very simple, minute practice that you can do every day, throughout the day. Like set a reminder in your phone to do this practice 3 times a day. You will notice a shift in 30 days. If you do this every day for 30 days, my friend, you're going to notice a shift. I promise you that. So, you are here watching this video because you are ready to let go of your childhood conditioning and step into the life that you were put here for, which is overflowing, abundant, pouring with love, overflowing with love, with peace, with healing, with beautiful experiences. Your childhood may have shaped you, but it does not define you. Understand that. Where you were has nothing to do with where you're going. And this moment, right now that we're in, is the moment of change. And you simply have to decide, I'm going to do things differently now. And from this moment forward, that is your transformation. That is the shift. If you like this video and you are feeling called to dive deeper into this work, to heal the childhood conditioning and to step into the life that you came here for, I invite you to check out the school membership I run called Self-Made Manifest. This is an energetic container I host where I walk people step by step, day by day through this process. You are surrounded by a high vibe community of people who are also on this path of letting go of the past and stepping into their highest selves. You will be met with practices, meditations, as well as a live weekly call where we meet for mindset plus a guided meditation to help set you on your path for the week. You can go into the description, check it out, or you can book a free clarity call with me and I can help you get clear around where you're stuck and what to do next. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you haven't already, subscribe and like so you get more just like it, and I will see you in the next one.